How's it going, guys? This is Victor with the BOB Trading Team. Today I'm going to explain how the BOB Trading Team traded ticker SYTA. So the first thing that we normally do is we usually sign on to the computer around 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. And the first thing we do is we go to Benzinga Pre-Market Movers. So if you type in Benzinga premarketmovers.com or benzinga.com/premarket, this is what you will get. When we pulled up Benzinga, the number one stock trending today was SYTA. So we clicked on it. The first thing that stands out to me is that it says right here, total float 3.8. That means 3.8 million shares. We like to trade companies with less than 30 million shares. So this is a good sign to me. It has a lot less than 30 million. The next thing I did was I went down to see if it has some type of news catalyst, which is some type of good or bad news, which is what drives the price up or down. So right here you see they received a $1.3 million purchase order. So that's what pushed the price up. So I find a good stock. I see how many shares they have available or what's the float. I see if they have good or bad news that's causing the price to go up. And then next I go to Thinkorswim and I chart them. So this is the Thinkorswim platform. This is a paper trading account because I don't want all my information over the internet. I will show you statements from my real account saying that I did purchase these shares earlier today. But before we get to that, let's chart this. I've already charted it, but I'll explain how I chart stocks. So first thing I like to do when I'm charting is look at the daily chart. So if you look at this green candle right here, and before we get into this, each one of these bars represents one day. So if you look at this green candle right here, or this green bar, you see at the bottom it says 12/7, which means December 7th. So this is happening today. The market is still open. The market is still open. So you will see that this bar is still moving during this video. So if you look at the bottom left-hand corner of my screen, you should see where it says volume. It says 151 million. That means this company traded 151 million shares so far today, and we still have another hour before the intraday market closes. So when I pulled this stock up at 8 o'clock today, I seen that it was doing high relative volume. They were trading about 7 million shares when I pulled it up. So what I like to do is I like to see how many shares does this company trade on a good day. So next I go to the next large green candle, which will be right here at 11:15, which is November 15th. And I see the volume in the bottom left hand corner. It says 15.6 million, which means they traded 15.6 million shares on 11:15 throughout the entire trading day. They traded 15 million shares only. So when I come into the market today and I see that they're already trading 17 million shares and the market hasn't even opened yet, I know that it should be a good day. I still want to get some more information before I jump the gun and jump to conclusions, but I'm leaning towards them having a good day. So then I look at the next large green candle right here. You see they did 2 million. The next one right here, they did 11.4 million. And right here, they did 147 million, which is a lot of volume. And that's why this candle is so much larger than all the other ones. So what I want to do after I figure that out, so I figured out that if this company has good volume, it can make a large move. So next what I want to do is go to the largest day that the company's had. So the highest this stock has ever been was right here on February 16th. They did 151, well, they only did 151,000, which is really surprising that the price was up so high, but I digress. So right here, if you see, they did $15.75 on February 16th. So that's the highest this company's ever been. So okay, I mark it. That's why this white line's right here. I marked it. So next, what I want to do is I want to change this from a daily chart to a 5-minute chart. I believe 5-minute charts, in my opinion, are the most reliable charts to judge support and resistance on that trading day. So after I use the daily chart, next I want to use a 5-minute chart. And there's some lines drawn on here already. I'll explain what they are shortly. So right here at 8 o'clock is where I turned the computer on and I found this stock. So what I want to do after I find the stock that I'm looking at for the day, I want to go back before I turned on the computer and see what kind of price action they had, what kind of volume they had, how was the stock moving. So the best way to predict the future, which is what day traders try to do, is by looking at the past. So I like to go back and look at what was happening before I started actually charting and looking at it today. So the first thing I noticed was this large green candle at 7:40 a.m. Each one of these candles / bars represents 5 minutes on a chart. So this one's 7:40 a.m., this one's 7:45, this one's 7:50, and this one's 7:55. I think you get the point now. So right here at 7:40 a.m., I see that there's this large green candle and the price went up from about $3.14 to $4.41. And what I want to do is I want to look at, in the bottom left hand corner, how much volume did it have. Right there you see it had 200,000 volume. Okay, that's pretty good numbers, especially when we take into account that the market isn't open yet. The market doesn't open until 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anything that happens before that is considered the pre-market. So next, right here at 7:45 a.m., you see they did 332,000, and then right here, this large green candle, they did 668,000. So what I noticed is that the stock is going up based off large volume. I know that they have a good news catalyst, and I noticed that volume's pushing it up, and it's pushed up over this yellow line, and this yellow line is the non-EMA line, and this purple line is the VWAP, which stands for volume weighted average price. This is the average price that everyone has paid for this stock up until that time. So after I figure out how the stock's moving, what I want to do is see where is the highest point that the stock's been and where's the lowest point the stock has been before I started looking at it. So if you look at this line right here, this gray line, let me extend it. Okay, so it just extended. Let me make it a different color so it stands out. So if you see this light blue line, this is the highest that the stock got to before 8 a.m. And this price is about $5.13, somewhere in that range. Next, I want to see where's the lowest the stock's been before I started looking at it, which is down here at 7:40. The lowest point before it started going up, which is right here at 7:40 a.m. So I'm going to change the color of this line, light blue. Perfect. The price was at $3.13. Okay, so I know it's been all the way up here and it's been all the way down here. Next, I want to see where's somewhere in the middle, and that would be right here. Let me change the color. So I marked this price, and you also see the stock went up, hit this line, which was the highest it's been, and then it comes down, and at 8:05 a.m. it touches this line again, which is at $4.10. Okay, I mark that in my head. I make a mental note, or you can write it down on some paper, that the stock hit that price and then it started going back up again. Once it got over this yellow line, the price started increasing. So I would note that on either a piece of paper or in my head. Next, I see that the stock starts to go down again. It starts to downtrend until about 8:45 a.m. But if you see when it's downtrending, where does this red bar go to? It goes to this blue line and it stops again. So I make a mental note of that. It keeps coming to this price of about $4.10, and then it goes back up again. So let me pull over a screenshot of my statements, the trades I took today. So if you see right here, this is a screenshot of the trades I took today. At 8:50 a.m., I bought 100 shares for $4.13, and then at 9:04 a.m. I bought another 290 shares, giving me a total of 390 shares. So I actually do follow this information and I actually use it every day, Monday through Friday. I don't want to seem like one of those people that just gives out information and never uses it. This is how I trade every day. I just wanted to make that clear. So I'll move this out of the way and get back to explaining the trade. So if you, based off that screenshot I showed you, right here at 8:50, when it was close to this blue line, I bought 100 shares. And as the price started to squeeze up, I bought another 290 shares at 9:04 a.m., which is somewhere right here. So this right here at 9:04, I had 390 shares. And as the price squeezed up, I sold a majority of those shares somewhere around here at, what was this? I sold them about $4.70, high 70s, $4.75 per share. So I think I did a pretty good job trading this stock today. I got in close to support. I rode the wave. I try to grow my account 2% a day. I got a 2% increase in my account, and then I took my profit off the table. As the stock started to come back down around 9:15 a.m., I was out of the trade. My money was secure, and I was done for the day. Now that I'm making this video, I see that I left a lot of money on the table, and that's a part of trading. No trader makes perfect trades every day. So the point is to make profit, see what you did right and what you can do better. So the best moves happen intraday between 9:30 a.m. and 11 a.m. So if you see right here at 9:25, the price starts to gap up again. And then at 9:30, look at the volume. So at 9:25, it did 349,000 volume. At 9:30, it did 8.2 million, which is a huge difference in volume. And you see what happened. The price dramatically increased. Volume is what drives the price up of a stock. So usually the more volume, the higher the price will go. So if I wanted to trade this better, what I could have done was I could have been more patient, and I could have got in intraday somewhere between 9:25, maybe 9:30, and I could have rode this wave all the way up until we get to this red line right here, which I will extend. This red line, which is where the price hit a level that it couldn't really get through, and then it came back down for a little while. So the price increased from $4.70 all the way up to $6.46 before it ever ran into real resistance. It went up for about 5, 10, 15, 20, about 25 minutes consistently. That would have been a great time to get in and take this trade. You would have been making money pretty much from the start. And looking back at it, it would have been a better trade than the one I took. But I am happy with the trade I took. I did a great job. I limited my risk. I took profit, and I reached my profit target for the day, which is all you can ask for. The goal of trading is to become a better trader every day. Learn a little bit every day, learn some more information, see where your strengths are, where your weaknesses are, and then practice. This is just a big game, and every day you should try to get a little bit better. So today I did a good job, and tomorrow I will try to do a little bit better. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video now. Feel free to leave comments or questions if you have any in the bottom. Also, there will be a link in the bottom that will take you to our website where you can buy the BOB Trading Intro course, where you can learn the strategies that we use Monday through Friday to trade the market. And you can email us at bobtrading@gmail.com if you have any other questions. Thank you.